The lift's ready for you. Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King, really.
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the Deep Roads.
Stupid darkspawn.
You're much more likely to hit rock.
Still their house. Message sent.
Dwarves cannot dream, yet they devise the most fascinating inventions.
Not all ideas come from the Fade.
True, but these designs must be inspired by something.
Magirl, Nofric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A Trustvala, Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the Deep Roads.
You look as though you're hiding from something.
As a citizen of Orzammar, even a glimpse of your sky could cost me my position and render me castless.
Gotta love real dwarves.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in Lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
What will happen if we lose more lyrium mines?
The surface needs lyrium for all sorts of magic. The Inquisition more than most, I understand. And Orzammar's economy relies on the lyrium trade. Without it, there will be chaos above and below.
Orzammar deals with Darkspawn all the time. Why request the Inquisition's help?
The Legion isn't prepared for this level of disaster, and the Grey Wardens haven't answered our calls for aid. Any threat to the flow of lyrium requires immediate response. The Inquisition is the only force we can rely upon.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight Darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause and celebrate their own funerals before entering the Deep Roads.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp. Keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
I hate the Deep Roads.
Have my gratitude.
Stay on your guard.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry. I will never get used to the stench of Darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air. That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Get those charges to the tunnels! Someone prime the sonic fuses!
We can't lose this position! Hurry!
They intercept the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks!
Clear out the Darkspawn!
That's got them on their heels! Keep it up! The seal's clear! Prime the charges!
Now, set the charges! Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Blight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
How many deep roads are there? How deep do they go?
They'll take you from one side of Thetis to the other, if you have a death wish.
The roads once connected dwarven cities that were hundreds of miles apart. Then came the Darkspawn. Ren and I have been exploring this region, reclaiming it, but the work is slow.
Mark the map, fight an army. Mark the map, fall in a hole. And so on.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
The Legion of the Dead has the Inquisition's full support.
That's the best news I've heard since the Quakes began. Actually, The only good news.
Take cover!
You heard that, yes? The rhythm and the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
If something is causing them, the strength required would be incredible. What could do that?
Here we go.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity, but now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away, and there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
All I heard was an earthquake. How is it you and Ren hear a rhythm?
Our people have a strong connection to the stone. We feel it in a way topsiders cannot.
Shapers have great stone sense, and Volta's better than most. She never gets lost.
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong, and we return that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
A mystery worth investigating.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Oh, you can clean it, right? Stay still.
The Inquisition is on everyone's lips. Even the Assembly has taken an interest. In his younger years, King Harrimont would have greeted you personally, but he is too old now for such a journey.
How does one become a shaper of memories?
I was born with a keen stone sense. It caught the Shaper's attention, but my passion for history earned me the title. It was never really a choice.
You seem quite excited by the idea that these Titans may exist.
My connection to the stone allows me to hear it, but I can only listen. Titans can sing through the stone. It is extraordinary. We call ourselves children of the stone. What does that make the Titans?
What's life like in Orzammar?
I haven't lived in Orzammar for 3 years, but I receive updates. Is there anything in particular you'd like to know?
Do you miss living there?
I do sometimes. Particularly the easy access to a warm bath and clean clothes. But the importance of my work outweighs the comforts of the city.
How's the political climate in Orzammar?
There have been riots due to food shortages, but they will pass, I hope. I've no doubt some Deshers will try to use the situation for their own gain. But the king has a good hold over the assembly.
What are Deshers?
Members of the assembly, all noble-born. Through the assembly, they govern Orzammar. The king presides over them.
A dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
There's no way for someone to change castes.
It is possible for a member of the lower caste to marry above their station, but only their children's caste will improve. Similarly, when dwarves are made casteless, so are their descendants.
A dwarf's caste seems to dictate their entire life in Orzammar.
I could bore you for hours about our society's castes and the tensions that go along with them. Simply put, citizens of Orzammar are born into a caste, and that is their lot in life. A member of the Smith caste can never join the warrior caste, and vice versa. Everything is predetermined.
That's enough about Orzammar.
Of course.
Thanks for the insight, Shaper.
My pleasure, Inquisitor.
We'll speak another time.
Oh, you can clean it, right?
I hope we don't run into an emissary.
Oh. Now we definitely will.
I take it emissaries are bad.
Most darkspawn are mindless killing machines, connected by the Blight. But emissaries are intelligent. And use magic.
Have to take their whole head to wipe the grin off their face. Which, fair enough, right?
Shrieks. It had to be shrieks.
I thought you'd be used to all kinds of darkspawn.
Everyone's got their favorites.
This door. There's something strange about it. Looks like our construction, but...
It's missing gears.
we have to find them. It's our only way through.
This gear is warm to the touch. Strange.
I don't recognize that metal. But we should only need one more. have enough of these odd gears. Let's head back to the door. It's open. Keep any gears we find. We may need more. And if we don't, I want to study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here. The rhythm in the tremors, it echoes through the stone. This way. Another strange door. Who put these here? And why?
This one uses a different kind of gear from the others.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way. Though I am curious to see the other side.
You always are. Kill Darkspawn like you've been doing it your whole life, Inquisitor.
He means that as a compliment.
You're famous. Even down here. Is it true you killed a dragon?
That particular story is false.
No. Always wanted to see a dragon. tell who they were.
I'm sorry, Ren.
You join the Legion knowing you're already dead. You don't fear the killing blow. We rest in the stone and pass our strength back to her. That's our reward. But the Darkspawn defiled these soldiers. They can't return to the stone. They'd only weaken her.
There must be some way to lay them to rest with honor.
We can burn the remains.
Aye. That's all we can do.
Look at that, Ren. Could this be Hedron?
Darkspawn all over it. You can see their torches.
We're getting close to something.
Aye. The fight of our lives. Keep your mouth closed when fighting Darkspawn. Their blood's poison.
Thanks for the warning.
There was this Carter boy, Vaughn, who joined the Legion around the same time I did. Fast with daggers. Could poke 50 holes in a Hurlock before the Blighter knew what happened. Daggers are messy. Vaughn swallowed some spatter. Took him 3 days to die.
We need to work on your stories, Grizzly.
Lost a good soldier in the roads once. She fell down a hole. Found her 3 days later.
He loves this story.
She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. The golden longboat, floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. A giant skeleton on a throne.
Was it true?
Never found out. She woke up the next day, couldn't remember any of it.
I've heard encouraging things about your progress topside. That you're bringing order to the chaos.
That's what they tell me.
We could use that down here.
nasty scar.
How'd you get away?
Kicked her with the other leg. Seriously, keep your guard up. They'll use your tongue as jewelry.
I'll remember that.
Close to a nest.
That explains the stench.
emissary leader control the battle. This is our fight! That's the last of those, Darkspawn. Legion's in your debt, Inquisitor.
Look at this, Ren. It's ancient. Maybe 1,000 years old.
Any idea who built it or why?
This Tig is on top of a lyrium mine. According to the memories, the mine was destroyed by some unexplained disaster. The miners must have used this lift to reach the lower levels.
But we're not using it, right?
If there is a Titan causing earthquakes, it's down there.
I found this book with the emissary. The pages are mostly ruined, but a few are readable. See this line? I awoke to the singing stone. Our kingdom trembled at the Titan's hymn.
That reference to singing stone. I've been told that raw lyrium has a sound.
A hum. The mining cast follows it to find lyrium veins. They say it's the stone calling to them.
Perhaps it wasn't chance that the quakes destroyed lyrium mines. Is it possible the Darkspawn or their emissary could also hear the song?
The stone would never call to those vile things. But that doesn't mean they can't hear her.
Darkspawn live and die by the Blight. They don't care for much else.
I didn't realize you knew so much about Darkspawn motives.
Not everything's a mystery, Volta. Some things are exactly as they appear.
And some things are not.
It would seem you're not the first to connect earthquakes to Titans.
Not to keep beating a dead Gronto, but there's no actual evidence that what happened then and now are the same.
Singing tremors, destroying a mine and threatening a Tig? You don't see any similarity?
I think you're reading what you want to read.
Perhaps this will change her mind. Look here. It's the royal seal of Orsec Garal.
king or Senkaral? That book belonged to a paragon? Maybe you are onto something, Volta.
Of course you take a dead man's word over mine. Always the traditionalist.
Hey, challenging tradition lost you a cushy position in Orzammar.
Does a king's book mean that much to you, Ren?
Paragons are the best of our people. They don't hand that title out to just anyone. Not even a king. Knowing it was Geralt's book from the start would have saved us an argument.
As if you'd ever avoid an argument.
What does he mean you lost your position? I thought you were a Shaper.
Not all Shapers have the same duties. Mine were adjusted. When my superiors ordered me to remove an official record from the memories, I declined. We decided it would be best if I served the Shaperate here, finding history instead of recording it.
That record must have been important, to risk your position over it.
It was trivial, actually. A cousin of King Haramount discovered that her husband's ancestor had Carta connections. But the truth is the truth, no matter how political it may be.
The Shaperate can erase official records. Aren't the memories permanent?
Sometimes erasing records is standard procedure. If a dwarf becomes castless, they're struck from the memories. But I was asked to change a fact that someone important merely found inconvenient.
If the Shaperate is willing to erase memories, what would prevent them from covering up the existence of Titans?
Why would they do that?
Because someone in power demanded it.
It takes courage to challenge authority.
I suppose you would know. Some believe the past is what we make it. But we gain nothing from ignoring mistakes.
I'm sorry I brought it up. The earthquakes are what matters. I don't know where this lift leads, but we're about to find out the hard way. Get ready.
What was that?
What was what?
Something moved. There. Light a torch.
So I can see us coming? Just stay close.
I don't wish to alarm anyone, but I believe we've all gone blind.
We've gone past the deep roads.
How can you tell? It's pitch black.
I can feel it.
Show yourselves!
Ren!
Not at all.
You deserved better. Ren never wanted this life. He was a cobbler, a good one. He joined the Legion to pay his father's debts. It kept his mother and brother from losing their caste. The poor and desperate here often sacrifice themselves for their family's future.
Ren was a good man. We'll honor his sacrifice.
He always seemed indestructible. The armor on these warriors. There's lyrium woven directly into the metal, and it's bonded to their skin. Impossible to remove, but I know what we'd find underneath. These are dwarves. Ren was killed by our own kind.
If they're fellow dwarves, why did they fight us?
They never spoke a word. No warning, no demands, just violence. I won't leave Ren like this. We must return him to the stone. Thrust Tonsha, Sauroka. I'll see this through, Ren. I promise.
Anything standing between us and the Titan will regret it.
is like the Wall of Memories in Orzammar, but ancient. Very ancient. The words seem based in Dwarven, but I barely recognize this dialect.
Can you translate any of it?
Only fragments. The language is very different from what we speak today. This word keeps appearing. Shah Brital. I believe it means revered defenders.
What needs to be protected all the way down here?
Satanal. Satanal. Cut our tongues, entomb our bodies, watch over the Titan until it stirs. So the warriors who attacked us must be the Shabratal, and they're protecting a Titan.
Are you all right, Voltaire?
I can hear Ren's objections. Let's keep moving. If more of these memories exist, they may have the answers we need. There's something strange on the other side. I can feel it.
Watch your step.
That wasn't a quake. Someone sabotaged the bridge, and we don't have time to fix it.
Someone does not wish to be disturbed. There must be another way.
There. That ledge. We can reach it if we're careful.
Look there, more ancient carvings.
Aye, but these seem to be about the Titan. It shapes the stone. It is the stone. It sculpts the world within and without.
Wouldn't something that can sculpt the world have to be rather enormous?
It is called a Titan.
So it's a shaper of the stone, like you.
This implies that the Titans are actually sculptors, and our world is their clay.
If Titans shape the stone, could they have actually created it?
The stone must have existed first.
Then the Titans would be the very first children of the stone.
That would have huge implications for my people.
More memories, more Shabratol. We must be getting close to a Titan. Your theory about the source of the quakes is looking more like fact.
But if this is true, how could it be missing from the memories of Orzammar? Why would someone erase such an integral part of our history?
Let's answer that after we stop the earthquakes.
The rhythm is louder than ever. We're close.
Look at that. Like stars at night.
All these lyrium veins, and they're completely untapped.
The Shabratol must mine lyrium somewhere. Their weapons and armor are laced with it.
Unless they found another way to harness it. They built this to stop us. There must be some way to get through.
Let's keep gathering. You said we're beneath the deep roads. Do you think anyone besides the Shabratol has traveled down here?
We are very likely the first to travel this far. children of the stone!
Please, stop!
Creatures aren't deep stalkers. What do they do to survive?
Probably best not to think about that too much.
artifacts. We could learn from them.
We have no choice. It's the only way through the barriers.
Nothing like these dwarves is mentioned anywhere in the memories. If I had been prepared, Ren might still be alive.
It's easy to blame ourselves when we lose a friend, Voltaire. But it's not your fault.
I was so focused on the Titan. I didn't consider what else could be down here. attacks are getting worse.
We must be getting close to whatever they're protecting.
Only the pure may pass. All others will be punished. Assuming the Shabratal are the pure,
We're the others who aren't allowed to pass.
could the earthquakes be the punishment?
You found Paragon Garar's book near a damaged lyrium mine. And the new earthquakes destroyed your mine.
But why would they want to destroy the lyrium mines?
I wonder what makes the warriors pure.
They do wear sealed armor to protect themselves from impurities?
Titans, the Shabratal. This could be more than anything we expected.
For all the Shaperit's knowledge, I know so little. This reads like a final warning. We must be nearing the source. Did the Shabratal build all this?
Or was it here before them?
Nothing should surprise me anymore. But this... Wait, the rhythm we followed. We've found the source. But not the Titan.
Ever since we came down here, the deep roads have felt different, organic. We've been looking for the Titan the wrong way. It isn't like us.
It's huge, big enough to change the world around it.
We can't see the Titan because we're inside it.
If I don't survive, Orzammar must know the truth.
I won't fall while Corypheus is still a threat.
Could there be a whole civilization in here?
A city within a Titan. Incredible.
And the quakes haven't damaged it.
Don't make us fight you!
fight like fanatics. Aren't they afraid to die?
Perhaps they're the Titans' Legion of the Dead.
Don't say that. I don't want to hurt you! Look, these are the only memories in this area. That phrase is the path of purity. And there's a reference to Titan's blood? It says the Shabratal come here to drink it.
The Titan's blood must keep the Shabratal alive and powerful.
But where is it? Unless... Lyrium. The Titan's blood is lyrium.
Every nation on the surface buys lyrium. Orzamar's entire economy is based on the trade.
This is bigger than any one nation.
We have to stop this! hurt?
Too loud. The song. Stop! It's all right.
It looked like you were hit by raw lyrium during the battle.
Yes, it should have poisoned me, but I feel fine. Good, even.
You said the song was too loud. It was hurting you.
It was chaos. The rhythm I followed here, but magnified, overwhelming. But it is gone.
You almost killed me. What happens the next time you lash out?
I am in control. I would never harm you, Inquisitor.
You cast some kind of spell. That shouldn't be possible.
It wasn't a spell. It was an accident. Everything will be fine.
Have we stopped the earthquakes?
When we entered this cavern, there was a presence. I don't feel it anymore. The stone is silent. The rhythm has faded, and so have the tremors. But the song still echoes. It tells me things. The breach, that's what disturbed the Titan. It is calm now that it has a connection with one of its children. With me.
Was that the Titan? Did we kill it?
The Titan lives. This was an echo. A guardian. But you silenced it.
Is this what happened at the Tig, where you found Paragon Garal's book?
Aye, but I do not know what disturbed the Titan then. The song may tell me. In time.
You said you were a child of the stone, not a child of the Titans.
I am not certain what I am. But the Titan recognized me. Like a parent hearing its child's voice.
You were able to calm the Titan, but what happens next time?
Titans do not stir easily. It has been 1,000 years. Isana. It's our word for lyrium. And we are taught that it is a gift from the stone. But there's so much more to it than we ever imagined. I was sent to the deep roads to recover lost history. This is only the beginning. I am staying here.
The Sharbratol killed Lieutenant Wren, and they're still down here. Aren't you afraid?
No. I am pure. I can defend myself.
The Titan is only the beginning. What else could there be?
The deep roads are filled with wonders. Answers to questions we haven't thought to ask.
If you stay here, where will you live? What will you eat?
I have my stone sense, and now so much more. I'll be safe.
You think you understand what's happened to you, but you could be wrong. The lyrium could be turning you into a Sharbratol. Or worse.
The Sharbratol turned themselves into monsters. I have changed because the Titan willed it. The mine's collapse, Wren's death. It all happened to bring me here.
If she wants to stay, that's her business. I'd like to see the sun again.
I am called to the Search, Inquisitor. This is where I belong.
I'm leaving with more questions than answers. But that doesn't mean you have to. Just be careful. The Shaperate in Orzammar will want to know what happened to you.
Tell them the truth. You don't know.
Let's go.
always comes back. Pay up, Soroka.